Good day again, fellow investors. We just did this video commenting on your great insights as we together develop an investment thesis here online. And we discussed the bulls and bears thesis of Intel. And then I figured, okay, Intel is in my covered stocks on my research platform portfolio, but why don't I also add it to the YouTube portfolio that we follow here in line with all the comments and all the following that we do here. So the core is that I sense so much negativism, but I feel also that we are close to value. Still risky though, but let's start discussing just a little bit the thesis and then go deeper. 10 days ago, 9 days ago, I made this video, Intel stock is value. This video is replying to your comments that are so much value in your comments, and I thank you all for that. That gives me so much feedback and makes my job as an analyst investor much easier. Thank you very much. So here I discussed Intel because Intel is a covered stock on my research platform, and I also have a similar portfolio. Only Intel will be then included in both portfolios where I insert all my covered stocks. And on that research platform portfolio, the plan is to have 50 stocks depending on the risk and reward to follow, from 30 to 50 depending also on the market conditions. And when I started that portfolio, I said, okay, Intel is one to watch over the next years, will possibly look ugly for a while. So I was very prescient there. But if the cycle reverts, might be really interesting from an investing perspective. So I started, let's say, a medium position at 20,000 at 39 when Intel stock was 39. And then I said, I will be adding below 30. And I was looking forward to the earnings update that we then updated here. You can see Intel updated 7 August on the earnings update, where the earnings were absolutely disastrous, as we discussed in this video, and also discussing the update on the platform. However, now, as I said, I will be adding below 30, and now Intel was at 29, so I have added 16,000 to Intel, and it was funny that I bought more shares now than previously with 20. So that's investing. The market is giving us this opportunity, and still not an absolute margin of safety with semis, and that's something we will discuss further in the next Intel thesis update, where I'll try to summarize it all in relation to the current perspective. But 20% below book value could be the margin of safety of Intel if we are still going to use computers in the future. If we are going to bricks and sticks and who knows what, then we can trash this, of course. Investments are high with Intel. There will be so many issues and delays, bad news, etc. Plus, it will all depend on the macro situation and demand for semis ahead, that there is extreme uncertainty. But we'll keep on following, and I will rewrite the thesis on Intel soon. I'm currently busy on something else, but this is what I just quickly wrote on my research platform. What's important here for me? Why do I have these portfolios both on YouTube and on my research platform? It is very important for me to follow the connection between the feeling the market has, the stock price, and the business, the fundamentals. That's also why we did this discussion with your comments. There are so many issues, but then again, what's the value of those issues? What's the detrimental value of those issues versus the price being out down 50%, which makes it a much better buy compared to just 2 months ago. So the issues are there: competition, execution, market, quality, demand trends, capital spend, whatever. But then again, it is an essential business for what we use, the way we live, trading close to book value with a 5% dividend. Thus, from that diversified portfolio perspective, I have added a little bit more. Of course, the lower the better. I feel at some point it will bottom, but by knowing this, by following this, then I am really good with it, and I know better how to estimate when it might become that one real great value investing buy. So as said, I will update on Intel. Give me a week or two to rewrite it. I'm currently rewriting every thesis here on the covered stocks really in detail, so that there is only one document with all the updates and all the risks and rewards. I've received the feedback here. Then when I update just on earnings and put a new document, then it's a little bit messy. So the whole risk and reward thesis will now be simply explained in the curriculum here. Now, as I said, I have added to the research platform portfolio, and now I will do the same with the YouTube portfolio, so we can follow the same, and you can see how also I work on the research platform and what are my goals with these portfolios, the educational, and trying to nail that one at the best price possible long term. So let's go to the portfolio transaction. So for these portfolios, I use interactive brokers because those allow me to buy, and also for Americans and everyone, those allow you to buy stocks all over the world, and a few brokers do that. So we have Europeans, we will be adding some Asians, some this and this, and that is always a great thing to follow. And if you want to check this broker, interactive brokers, which is also one among the lowest cost, so you can check it by clicking in the link in the description below. I get a small fee if you click on that, and you can see how it fits you, even just for this demo following of our portfolio. I will now buy something. So I have bought 36,000. I have spent 36,000 for my research platform portfolio. Why not do the same, and let's see how many of Intel stocks we can buy. Okay, let's say 37,005, and then we have to allow for another significant buy if it goes lower. So let's submit here and transmit and see how it goes. Order filled at 26.85, and that is then what we have done here with Intel. If we check the portfolio, just a second. So here we are. We have now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Still 20 to go from an educational perspective. The markets are going down, so we are pretty negative. Oh, we haven't even lost that much starting from a million, but in general, the markets are negative, so it's good to follow this connection between the price and the fundamentals, which is the goal what we do here. So to summarize, I will rewrite the Intel full thesis coming soon in line with my new structure on the research platform. We'll make a video about it too, because I think it will be very valuable to summarize everything in one place. Intel is risky, especially as everyone is waiting for it to boom only from 2025. Nobody wants it, so it looks ugly, and value investors have to buy at some point. You have to start buying. Keep in mind that I have another buy left, so if we are now at 26, at 2018, we might push another 20,000 into this in both my portfolios, and then simply sit and wait, and then in the long term also re-add the dividends, reinvesting if Intel is not going to go bust over time. And then worst case scenario, you end up with a small profit, medium case scenario and a big profit, and exuberant you will end up with a huge profit. Keep in mind, this is a very diversified portfolio. This is a demo portfolio, I reiterate myself there, and the goal is to learn more about the connection price with fundamentals to know when something fits you best. I'm sure Intel already is something that fits you greatly for those who have the patience to see the thesis develop, add when necessary, and manage that portfolio position, which is exactly what we are doing here. For more about this portfolio, check my YouTube portfolio, the last update just 3 days ago. We have already added Google 2 days ago, and then I'm sure you will enjoy this, and the goal is to learn over the very, very long term. Check my other videos. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want to follow this, and I'll see you in the next video.